Hi, Deb here and welcome to my craft room. I received these moulds and these lights from the Sophie and Toffee Christmas box last year, and I hadn't got round to using them last year, so I thought I would make some decorations for my grandsons to put on their Christmas trees. As you can see here, I'm just turning the light on to show you how it works. They're quite cute little moulds, but I would have said definitely for children's Christmas trees. I am using the premium metallic Rust-Oleum premium metallic finish leafing pen in silver. And as you can see, I'm drawing it on all of the lines that stick up inside the mould, which means they're grooves when it's demoulded. You do have to keep priming the pen, but this took a very long time. I cleaned up after myself with baby wipes and cotton buds, sometimes with a touch of alcohol. Yeah, 99% isopropyl alcohol on them. You don't see me do all of them. This is after I've done all of them. I was really impressed with how good they looked in the moulds. And I've mixed up here 6 ounces of Let's Resin, epoxy resin, and I'm adding Advantus Extrafine glitter crystal diamond, which is my go-to glitter, and also these beautiful little bubble things which I received in a Sophie and Toffee mould, I don't know when, a long time ago. They don't actually show up very well in glitter and in resin, unfortunately. It didn't work as well as I would have liked it to, and I'm very carefully stirring it up, but I have to say those bubbles produced ever such a lot of bubbles in my resin. You can see it here. It looked clear before I put those little tiny balls in, and now it's really bubbly. Stirring it carefully, but clearly not carefully enough. I'm not very good at stirring slowly, I'm afraid. But that glitter is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And when you're using clear glitter, a clear resin, a tiny little bit of that glitter is all you need, just to give it a little bit of something, a little bit of sparkle, which we all need in our lives, don't we? And I fill the moulds up to about halfway, each of the moulds, and then I get my pokey tool and go round all of the edges to make sure I have all the bubbles out. And when I've done that, I use my torch, my long neck lighter, to pop the bubbles that are on the surface, and then I refill again. But I've cut that bit out because you don't need to see me pouring resin again. This is me with the pokey tool, just going around the outside edges. And then, like I say, I go over them all with my long neck lighter and then top them up with the rest of the resin. I don't know what happened to my camera there, sorry. And this is the next day, and they're all cured. I did overfill a few of them, unfortunately, but I was quite pleased with them. And I have to say, the silver looks much better on camera than it does in real life. In real life, it just looked like a dull grey. I wasn't very impressed at all. I'd had to do something to liven them up, as you'll see shortly. But I was pleased with the moulds and how they came out. trying the light in it just to make sure it works. I think I was turning it the wrong way and that's why I couldn't get it on. I've got a little cut on my finger that's really painful. Yeah, they do look pretty, and that silver looks really nice, like I say, but in real life it's not so good. Right, and here I go into hyperspeed, clearing up, tidying up the pieces. You'll be shocked at how quickly I can clip the edges. Wouldn't it be nice if we could really work like this at this speed? And when they're all done, I decide to add glitter to the grey lines that I didn't like at all. So I used JDiction UV Resin. I love JDiction UV Resin to mix the glitter with, to put in the edges. These glitters are Magicfly glitters. I used silver, red bronze, and green from Magicfly, and then I used a gold. I'm not sure where that came from. It hasn't got it on the pot. Very delicately with a thin ball tool, I just went round the edge, dabbing the glittery resin into the grooves. I wasn't quite as careful on this one as I should have been, unfortunately, and I made a bit of a mess, but you'll see me clearing it up in a minute. Here we are again at hyperspeed. Oh, to be able to work this quickly. I was much more careful with the other one, so I didn't have clean up like I did on that one. And that's a cotton tip, a cotton bud, I mean, not a cotton tip, a cotton bud with a bit of isopropyl alcohol on. And then I go on to do the others in the different colours. Sorry I'm not in shot here. I've lowered my camera so that my head doesn't keep getting in the way, and I clearly haven't quite yet got the idea of where I need to be working. When I put them under the UV light, I was doing about a minute for each time I put them under. And then at the end, when I'd done all of the glitter, I then put them in for 2 minutes on each side. Just realised looking at this that I didn't have my gloves on. I can't believe that. I must have been thinking of other things because I always wear my gloves. And clearly here, I'm looking at it thinking something's not right and I don't have my gloves on. And you should use your gloves even for UV resin because you don't want to build up an allergy to it. So slap wrists here. I'm telling myself off, definitely. I should have my gloves on. So here they are all cured. I'm using E6000 glue to put the lights in and keep them in there. I also use a clear plastic bail to put on the back of the Christmas tree because the others I'm hanging from the lights. The Christmas tree light goes in the bottom, so I needed to put a bail on. Don't use too much glue. I used too much in the Christmas tree and it killed the light. So yeah. And 24 hours later, there's the little bail I used. 24 hours later, here they are hanging on my little light up Christmas tree. As you can see, the little Christmas tree that I made isn't lit up, it's not working. And here they are laying flat. Thank you for joining me. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.